Hey there and welcome to a new video. In today's video, we will solve a scenario-based SQL interview question. First, let us go through the question. So the basic idea behind the question is analyzing product sales growth. Now let us go through the detailed question. So you have a table named product sales that track the sales of different product over time. Now you need to calculate the month over month growth rate of the total quantity sold for each product in the year 2099. So that is the basic question. The month over month growth rate can be defined as growth rate equal to current month quantity minus previous month quantity divided by previous month quantity into 100. So this is the basic formula which we should use to calculate the total growth rate. Now we are given a table called as product sales. Let us query the table and see what is the schema given, and also let us see the expected output. So here is the table which has got product ID, then sales date and quantity. Now, from this table, we have to calculate the growth rate with respect to each product ID and sales month. Now, let us go and see what is the expected output. So, this is the exact same table which we saw in SSMS now, and this is the expected output table where we have product ID. Then we have to calculate the sales year month, that is the year and month with respect to each product ID. Then, what is the current month quantity being sold? Then, what is the previous month quantity being sold? Then, what is the growth rate with respect to the formula which is given in the question? So, that is the expected output that we have to obtain in this question. Now, let us go back to SSMS and see how we can get the output. We will start with a select clause. So, we will use the same select clause, and instead of star, we are going to explicitly give the column names. So, the first column will be product ID, and the second column will be sale date, and the third column will be quantity. Now from here we have to extract the month year with respect to each sale date. For that we will make use of the year and month function. So first we will make use of the year function so that we can get the year part from the sale date column, sale underscore date, which will give us the year. Then we are going to make use of the month function, which will give us the month as an integer. So sale underscore date, which will give us the month. Execute this and we will get two additional column. Now there won't be any column name because I haven't provided any alias name. We will modify the query to provide the column name in the right format. So here is the two new column which is given. So one of the column will give us the year with respect to sale date, and the second column will be giving us the month with respect to sale date. Now when we go through the sale year month column in the expected output, we can see that the month part is displayed as date names, not as integer. So for that, in order to obtain that, instead of month function, we will make use of another function which is the date name function. Date name, open and close parenthesis. The first argument will be the date part, which is the month, and the second argument will be the column from which we are going to extract the month. It will be sale underscore date, which will give us month as string. Execute and we will get another column where we have month as text. Now we will make use of the two expression which we wrote, which is the year sale date expression and the date name month sale date expression, and concat the two columns to create another column which is the sale year month column. So for that we will concat this. So concat, we will make use of the function which is concat with separator underscore ws, open and close parenthesis, and place the expressions within the parenthesis. So the first argument will be the month part and second argument will be the year part. So comma, and the first argument before date name should be the separator. So here it will be hyphen. After that put a comma. Now we have the sale year month, sale underscore year underscore month, which will give us the sale year month with respect to each sale date. Execute and let us see what is the output we are getting. And we have an output where we have the sale year month in the required format, quantity, sale date and product ID from the input table, and there is another column which is month of sale date. We can use that column as well because that column will be handy at a later stage. So we will give the column name as sale underscore month. So these are the columns which we additionally created. Now we will place this entire query inside a parenthesis and consider this as a subquery, and then select. We are going to make use of the product ID column. Then we are going to make use of these two additional column which we created, which is the sale underscore year underscore month that is the second column, and the third column will be sale month, sale underscore month. And now based on this we are going to calculate the total quantity. So sum of quantity, close parenthesis, and we will give the column name as total quantity. Also there is one more condition given in the question that should be provided within the subquery, that is where year of open and close parenthesis sale date should be 2099, because that was a condition which was given in the question. So when we go back to the question, we can see that you need to calculate the month over month growth rate of the total quantity sold for each product in the year 2099. So that is one more condition which is given. So we need to give that in the subquery itself. So now we gave the filtering condition in the subquery also. Now we will write a group by clause after providing an alias name. Sale will be the alias name for the subquery, and we will give the group by clause. Group by all the three columns which we used in the select clause, starting from product ID, sale year month, and sale month. We will paste it here. Now before executing the query, write a from clause here. So we have to get the required columns from the subquery. So now execute this and we will get one additional column which is the total quantity with respect to each product and the sale year month. So that is the output we have obtained now. Now from here we have to obtain the current month sales and previous month sales. For that, this entire query we will consider as a CTE. That is, we will name the CTE as total quantity as open and close parenthesis, and the entire query will be placed within the CTE. Now select star from total underscore quantity CTE. So that is the CTE name which we gave. Now from here we are going to take the required columns. The first column is product ID. Second column will be sale year month. And the third column will be total quantity. Total underscore quantity. And this column we can name as current month quantity. Current underscore month underscore quantity. This is the current month quantity. Now we have to get the previous month quantity. For that we are going to make use of a window function which is the lag window function. Lag open and close parenthesis. Now the first argument will be the total quantity column quantity. Now the second argument will be the offset, which will be 1 here. Now the third argument will be the default value, which will be 0. So when there is no previous month quantity, the value will be 0. So now we will write the over clause, over open and close parenthesis. Now we will use the partition. So partition will be based on product ID, product underscore ID. Now order by clause should be based on the sale month column. So order by sale underscore month, which should be in ascending order. And this will give us the previous month quantity. Previous underscore month underscore quantity. Now execute and let us see what is the output we are getting. Execute. And we have a output where we have the product ID, sale year month, current month quantity, and previous month quantity. Now there is only one additional column which we need to get for our final output, that is growth rate. In order to calculate growth rate, we have to use one formula which is given in the question itself. So before writing that, let us place this query inside another CTE. So the CTE can be named as quantity underscore CTE. So that is the CTE name which I am giving, and placing the entire query within the CTE. Now we will write the select clause. Select star, that is all the columns I am taking from the quantity CTE, from quantity CTE. Now we will write the expression as the second argument for the select clause. So the expression is growth rate equal to current month quantity minus previous month quantity, then divided by previous month quantity, which should be multiplied by 100. So for that, let us go and write the same expression here. So the first column will be current month quantity. Copy the column name, and the second argument will be previous month quantity. Copy. So now we got the difference between current month quantity and previous month quantity. Now we will divide the numerator with previous month quantity, and also make sure to use the null function here, because whenever the denominator becomes 0, we have to replace that with null. Otherwise we will get a error when we divide the numerator with 0. Now we have to multiply the entire function with 100 so that we get the percentage. So we will multiply it with 100 so we get the percentage, and this will be named as growth rate. Also make sure to multiply the numerator with 1.0 so that the numerator is converted into float, and when we get the result the entire value will be in float. Otherwise it will be considered as integer only and we will get 0 or some integer value in the final result. So in order to overcome that issue, we are going to multiply the numerator with 1.0 so that we can easily convert the numerator or the entire value to float itself. Now execute and we will get the additional column, which is the growth rate. So we have the growth rate as the additional column, and also we will modify the growth rate column to get the required number of decimals. So cast the entire value as decimal, open and close parenthesis, and inside parenthesis we will specify the precision and scale 10,2. So that will be the precision and scale. Execute and we will get the exact same output which we initially saw. So we have the current month quantity, previous month quantity, and growth rate with respect to each product ID and sale year month. So this is the expected output that we were looking to obtain. This is an important scenario based interview question, and it is very important to write query in a structured manner when you solve the query, because whenever someone is evaluating the query they will always look whether you are writing query in a structured manner. So that is why whenever I try to write a query, I structure the query into multiple CTE. So when we later come to the query and read the query, it is very easy to identify what logic we have used, what functions we have used, and from the CTE name itself we will be able to identify what is the major operation that we are going to carry out within that CTE. Also, in this method, we made use of the window function to solve the question. There is another method where we can solve the same question without using any window function, but using joins only. You can try using the method on your own and comment the solution. The table script to create the table will be provided in the description. You can create the table using the script. Hope you like this video. Thanks for watching and subscribe for more. Thank you.